So yeah, ex-World Supersport rider and obviously the front man for the new PTR Dynavolt Triumph team, set to make his debut in British Supersport. Really excited to see how this new Triumph team is going to pan out, and especially with riders as strong as Kyle Smith and Brandon Passion. We'll be bringing Kyle on very shortly indeed. So yeah, really excited to get talking to him and to see sort of his thoughts going into the 2021 season and seeing this brand new project for the PTR Dynavolt Triumph team. Of course, PTR spending most of their time out in the World Championship, just like Kyle. So first off, Kyle, how are we?
All right, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Thanks for coming on. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It'll be good to be back in England.
So first off, we'll start off with asking you. I mean, for anyone who's been following your career, it's been safe to say that the most obvious thing that's been stood out is that you didn't come through the BSB paddock. You've spent most of your time out in Spain. Just talk us through, how you got into racing, and how you got to where you are now.
Yeah, well, I'm born in England, and my mum and dad have always been into bikes. And I started schoolboy motocross in England, and then moved to Spain. Just I think for the weather and the lifestyle, I think like a lot of people did. And just carried on racing motocross in Spain, and then as I got older, I made the move into road racing. I think there's a bit more following road racing in Spain than motocross. And it just took off really, and it went pretty well, and made it to world level, and here we are, still at it.
Yeah, I mean, you play it off like it's no big deal, but yeah, making it out to World Championship is an extremely impressive deal, especially because we've seen you. I mean, you've been one of the only Brits that have been there consistently for so long as well.
Yeah, it's difficult. I think any sport is difficult, and every year, as you're growing up as a kid, the goal is to make it to the World Championship level. And you think that I thought that once you sort of get to a level, your job's done. And it seems like it starts. Once you get there, that's when it really gets difficult to stay there. But yeah, it's not been going bad. And each year financially, it seems like it's harder for the sport, and especially like now with this COVID thing, there's a lot of big sponsors, but I might be pulling out and stuff. But yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, for sure. And that's something we've spoke, a hell of a lot about on this show as well, is, the ever changing sort of financial situation of racing, and how it's especially in World Supersport, how it's getting more difficult and more difficult. But you're coming back to BSB now, or rather coming to BSB for 2021. I mean, how does it feel to be starting a new project like this?
Yeah, just super excited. Just I don't know. I had the chance to stay in Spain on Spanish Superbike, but I know Simon Buckmaster with the team. I've raced for them before, and it's been pretty successful. And I don't know, a bunch of new tracks. All new tracks are from Donington. I'll be back in England, which I don't know. I don't think I'll ever move back. I like where I live, and I'm set up in Spain. But it was just something new, and everything new is exciting. And I think the bike will be strong as well. So yeah, it was a no-brainer when I got the offer from Buckmaster at PTR. It was just a no-brainer. I thought, yeah, go for it.
What's your mindset going into this then? Because it's going to be, I mean, it's quite the track. All the tracks are quite different. I mean, how many have you ridden many of the tracks apart from Donington?
No, none.
Yeah.
Literally, Donington is the only one. Not even Silverstone, because I did some Moto 2 riding, World Moto 2, but never made it to Silverstone. So yeah, it'll be just a bunch of new tracks. Mindset, I don't know. I'm just going to take it as it comes and try and have as much fun as possible. It's like a little bit of a development situation with the fact that the bike's new, and the team is new to the bike. So I don't think it'll be easy. Obviously, even when everything's going perfect and you've got everything set up, it's always difficult. But yeah, just take it as it comes and enjoy every race.
If you get Ride 4 on the PlayStation, you can do some tracks on there. So maybe it'll be a bit of good practice for you before you get over it.
Yeah. Although to be honest, I'm a bit of an hillbilly, and I've got guitars and pianos and music, so I've not even got a PlayStation. No, so yeah, I'll have to watch some more races.
Is there any? Yeah. I'm probably taking questions away from Tristan here, but is there any tracks that you've seen on the telly that you're looking forward to riding more than others? I would have thought Cadwell going over the mountain is one that you're looking forward to.
Yeah, well, everybody because I ride a lot of motocross and I've always raced motocross as a kid growing up. I rode motocross until I was 16. So I'm into the ups and downs, and I got like loads of comments on social media. They're like, oh yeah, you'll love Cadwell. Can't wait to see you there. I mean, so
you're going to be the new Josh then.
I don't know. I'd like to say so. Yeah, he does pretty good, doesn't he? So
yeah,
I'll wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, it's something we're looking forward to see. I mean, it's always exciting to see a new rider tackling these things as well. I mean, but with it being such a new project, such a like a fresh idea, are you nervous at all going into something that's so sort of like unknown?
Yeah, obviously. First it'll be a fair bit of testing, which hopefully that should break the ice a little bit to what the tracks are like, because I know I've raced in Spain pretty much all my life, which the track are pretty much many tracks what we raced in the World Championship, but the tracks we raced on in Spain, and they're all, I think, the similar sort of style of track. So even if there's a new track, it's same style. And I think the BSB calendar has got a lot, I'd say, like quirkier tracks, a lot more classic style tracks. So yeah, obviously, everything's new, bikes new, the nerves, the butterflies will be well on the way. But yeah, I'm excited.
Sure. Have you had a chance to try the bike at all?
No, nothing yet. So just wait for the first test.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting for sure, because obviously, I mean, it's new for everyone. I mean, they've tried the engine out in Moto2, obviously, but I mean, it's completely new concept for Supersport, so it'll be interesting. But obviously, you've got the PTR team. You've worked with Simon before. Does that sort of give you a peace of mind going into the season?
Yeah, massively. Like I said, I've worked with him before and been successful, and not only that, I've enjoyed it. I've really got along with the guys and the team. So yeah, just carry on from there. And like I say, it's a new bike. The engine, we know works. We know it's good. The old bike Triumph had the chassis seemed to work well, because I know Stapleford rode in World Supersport with it, and it worked fine. It worked good. It just seemed like Triumph didn't have the backing. But now we've started with this project, and this team, they want to push the bike forward. There's no reason why it can't be a competitive bike. I mean,
I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this next question. I think everyone does, but I want to hear your take on it anyway. I mean, is the plan to take this project to the world stage?
Yeah, obviously that's the plan. The plan always is to start on any step up, not step back. Yeah. But yeah, just take as it comes, and hopefully, yeah, we can make it back into World Supersport. But yeah, just see how it goes.
Do you think this will
Kyle,
create...
just a quick one.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, Carl, just a quick one. Surely, as you've had a relationship with Offstar and Bookmaster and PTR in the past, essentially carrying over some relationships provides you with some consistency and some familiarity, which obviously for you, moving from one championship to another and a new bike, that must, provide you with a bit of confidence.
Yeah, obviously, like I say, I know the guys and the confidence is there. It's I think a lot of it's down to me learning the tracks and maybe the style of racing, the competitors and everything. So yeah, I can't wait. Everything will be new.
Yeah, of course. And is there any sort of circuit that you think that maybe your riding style would suit? Looking at the track layouts.
I have no idea because it's really. I always like fast tracks, and then I do good at tracks like Thailand. Before, which is all sort of stop and starty a little bit. There's only a couple of fast corners. So I don't know. It always depends on if the bike's set up on the day. Because I always struggle setting a bike up. It's it doesn't come too easy for me. But when everything falls into its place and I manage to get the bike set up and feeling good for myself, I feel like I can get the results. So yeah, I like fast flowing tracks more than the stop and start tracks. So Angus
Thruxton maybe will be a good one for you then this year. Obviously being the fastest circuit in the UK. Under the 60 mile an hour corner. That must be that must be one you're looking forward to.
Yeah, in fact, I'm looking forward to learning all the tracks. I know the spectators and the fans in Britain is huge because in Spain, I know Spanish follow the bikes a lot, as in MotoGP on television, because we've got the Marquezes and the Jorge Lorenzos and everybody. But actually, spectators at the track, it's not that big. I know, BSB, big crowds going to the races. So yeah, but I think it'll be an exciting experience for me.
I think seeing Kyle at Thruxton will be something to I reckon you're going to spend the half of that lap completely sideways, black lines everywhere. It is quick.
Yeah, any track where you can leave black lines is good for me. I like that. Yeah.
No, that'll be interesting. That'll be great to see.
I know one thing you're going to enjoy, and you're going to get a lot of it coming. Even though you are English, you wouldn't have had it too much. You've done really well in your career in tricky conditions, and moving to England, you're going to have plenty of those races in tricky conditions. So I think the results in the wet races, I think you might do well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I know. Obviously, in England it rains a lot, and it seems like I always get good results in the wet. So yeah. Although England, it always rains a lot, but a lot of races I actually watch are still in the dry. England, it seems like it drizzles off and on.
It doesn't feel like that. It feels like every time we go out, it rains.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, obviously what's really exciting about this project is taking it over. Is the whole proposal and the idea of taking it over to World Championships. Do you think this sort of, because obviously Simon being a British team, British manufacturer, do you think this has opened a door for British riders to be able to hop across to Supersport?
Hopefully, yeah, because I know there's a lot of British riders what are really fast, and it seems like they either stay in British Superbike, they'll move up from Supersport to Superbike, or Superbike to maybe World Superbike. But actually, World Supersport, for a few years now, the last couple of years, not been no riders in World Supersport, I think.
Because it is interesting, really, to see when, you have British riders wildcarding at World Supersport events, when World Superbikes go to Donington Park. The British riders are very, very, very competitive, with the World Supersport riders on the world stage. Yeah,
it's full of fast riders. And like I say, they all make the move to either British Superbike or World Superbike. You just got to look at World Superbike. It's full of British riders what are on top. It's just they missed that stepping stone of the World Supersport level. So yeah, maybe with this project, it's a bit of a feed for British riders into that category.
Do you think this will take a bit of time to be able to get them out there and do that? Do you see this as being sort of a 1 or 2 year project in the UK and then to World Championship, or just sort of like a dip in and out?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I can't predict the future.
For sure.
I reckon he's going to do a Scott Redding, win it, and then he's gone.
You know what? I hope you're right. Yeah, no, I don't know, but yeah, hopefully it opens doors and opens eyes for people. You know, so and because I think World Supersport lately it seems like it's a bit down in the dumps, World Supersport. So hopefully, you know, with this new rule change, with the bikes having open cylinders, if it brings more manufacturers and brings more finance into that category, therefore hopefully there's more seats for riders, and not just limited to, or it seems like it's limited to Yamaha. Yes, so it's getting a bit difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely been like a Yamaha dominated series. I mean, everywhere, all across, you know, across all super sport classes. I mean, the Yamahas have been dominating everything, because obviously the R6 has been so strong. But obviously, I mean, setting the Triumph up in the UK on British tracks, and then taking that over to the World Championship. Do you think? I mean, obviously, British tracks aren't quite like World Championship tracks, so it's going to be difficult to then take that step as well, though, isn't it?
Maybe not. At the end of the day, I always think of track to track. You've got straights and you've got bends. So if the engine's powerful, if it's fast, if it's reliable, you know, the bike can be competitive. And then chassis wise, you know, like I said, a track to track. There's in England, you've got fast tracks, you've got quirky track. The fact that a track is surrounded by grass and not but got like Aragon, what's just all tarmac, you know, that doesn't interfere with setting up a bike, if you know what I mean. It's just, I think, more riding style than anything else.
Yeah, for sure. And we've seen you know, the 765 engine also used over on the Moto2 scene. Having the chance to then you know, have a play with this engine, do you think this might open the door for you to perhaps go back to Moto2?
Maybe, I don't know. To be honest, yeah, Moto2 is a difficult category. It's obviously really competitive, and then like the finance. You know, so many riders are taking big budgets into Moto2 and even World Supersport, which yeah, I've not got no big sponsors. You know, I need the backing from the team. So yeah, I don't know. Just like I said, take it as it comes. And to be honest, I'm going to enjoy. I'm really eager to go and ride in Britain. So I take one thing at a time.
Yeah. No, for sure, and it'd be brilliant to keep an eye on. Obviously, it's something exciting for everyone. And before we let you go, I think Jay's got some quick fire questions he wants to throw at you as well.
Here we go. Right, a few silly ones, but here we go. We'll start off. You've got a chance in your career. Would you take a MotoGP win or a World Superbike title?
Maybe a World Superbike title.
Cool. First one to choose one over a MotoGP win. Everyone so far has taken the MotoGP win with us. Okay. For training away from racing, what sort of things do you do? Especially when it's quite boring at the moment. You can't even get on a bike, can you?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing some motocross. But I'm big into my rock climbing just now, so
wow.
heaps of climbing, which is you know, good for the upper body strength. And then just mountain biking, cycling, jogging. I live up in the hills in Spain. We've got pretty decent weather all year round, and I'm super active. I love the out. I love the outdoor sports. So I do just. One thing I do not do. I've not been to a gym in my life, but I'm like, yeah, but I've got a little climbing club I go to. What we've got like all pull-up bars and stuff. And
so you don't do selfies in front of the mirror or anything like that, then?
No, like my wife's always on to me. Oh yeah, you need to get your social media. Like when I go cycling, take more stories on Instagram and stuff. But I'm a little bit.
Okay. You said obviously you've never really lived over here in England. So when you come over here, where are you going to be living throughout the season?
Yeah, well, I don't know. In a van somewhere, I guess, from track to track. No, I'm originally born and all my family live in Huddersfield, Yorkshire. So I've got my uncle.
I was named after Jamie Whittam, so obviously you're very close to him.
Yeah, pretty much similar town. Like my uncle Coddy, who was Whittam's very good friend. I think he'll be taking care of me a bit when I'm back there. So and then it depends if it's a busy schedule. Obviously, you're travelling from track to track. Yeah.
Sweet. Can you remember your first ever tarmac race win? And can you remember anyone who was in that race now who still races now?
I can remember, but I can't remember. I can remember my first tarmac race win. I can remember it, perfectly fine. But nobody's still racing, I don't think. I think everybody's...
So there isn't anyone who made it to GPs or anyone like that? Because normally we get people go, he was in it.
No, my first race, what I won, was in the Bancaca Cup, which is like a pre-123 cup, where all the Spanish GP riders have come up through that cup. Yeah. And in my first year, I won in Chester. I won a race in the dry as well, because the wet sauce beat favoured me. We were in the dry, but they were the top three, what were all real fast kids. They've ended up packing up and not making anything of it. So it's a shame.
That's just the way racing is. Also, with the future of racing the way it is going now, maybe more to the electric side, would you ever consider having a go on an electric bike? Or have you had a go? Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosers in this world. But I own a V8 pickup truck, and
so you're totally against the electric way. I love the sound of that.
But I'm all this, I don't know, Greenpeace and all this stuff. I love going up in the hills, and I like keeping the world a clean, better place. But I don't know, I'm just not. I don't get too fussed about stuff, and I think electric stuff has got a long way to go before it's as good as as a combustion.
Yeah, well, engine. I hope so as well, because I don't think you can beat the sound of an engine around a racetrack.
Yeah. I've got a V8 pickup to train. I've got a V8 pickup truck which I go to the motocross track in, and I've got a 07 CR250 two-stroke. I'm proper old school. Yeah. Yeah. So the electric stuff's it's not me just yet. No.
Okay then. And the final one, and I think I would probably know your answer from this. I ask everyone. And actually, your new teammate said he wouldn't mind giving it a go. Would you ever consider doing the Isle of Man TT or the Northwest 200?
I've been told that the Northwest, I should give it a go. Jeremy Williams says, "Oh yeah, you should give it a go. It's all good." Isle of Man. To be honest, I think it's something what it'd suit me, as in my riding style, because on many tracks I've not got many like braking markers and things. I sort of ride a lot of feel, and I like reading like on fast flow. I ride some enduro stuff, all the fast flowy stuff. I really enjoy it. I think I'd massively enjoy it, but
okay. Well, there you go. Because Brandon wants to do it, so I think the Dynavolt team need to get onto the TT in the next couple of years.
I don't know, maybe not. I don't think my family would let me. Yeah.
All right, cheers, Kyle, for that. I'll let Tristan see you out. Thank you for
All Cheers.
Perfect. Well, thanks a lot for joining us. We wish you the best of luck for your 2021 season, and hopefully we'll have you on again soon. I wish we could have added you a bit longer because there's so many things that we could have dove into. But for sure we'll have you on again at some point mid-season. Thanks a lot for coming on. It is a massive help for all of us.
All right. Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers, Kyle.
Thank you.
Kyle.